Last video I shared about the experience, the things that I did, a couple of tips about Bologna Children's Book Fair, and this one I'd like to share more about my thoughts and the summary. If you're new to Bologna Children's Book Fair, it is where publishers around the world gather and they sell their rights to other countries. It's just grown and grown into this big event. Let's talk about what I really liked about Bologna Children's Book Fair. I really love that it's a space where creative book lovers, publishers, they're all in one place. It almost feels like Disney World for the picture book industry. It's really educational, inspirational. I got so much from it, which I'll share a little bit later. And new friendships, just meeting people face to face. You're not like a data, you're not just a name. You meet your internet friends and really feel their vibe. And also, Bologna is a great city to have a holiday as well as an extension to the fair. If I had the choice, I would have stayed a little bit longer. It's only a train ride away from Florence or Milan, so definitely stay longer. And Bologna, the actual city, there's galleries, museums, tourist sites, food tours. I would have loved to stay to sketch the actual city, and the food is amazing. The architecture is amazing, so it's a great city to be in. So the things I actually disliked about the fair was the entrance queue in the morning. So as you see from this clip, I went in, it was nice, orderly fashion, people were queuing up, but hit 9 a.m, it was just chaos, there was no queue. So it would have been nice to have that a little bit more organized, and people don't push in, because when I see people push in, I'm gonna push in as well. It would have been nice to have a pocket guide earlier. I know we've got the app and that shows us the events, but when I was trying to find the illustrators survival corner, it wouldn't show up. It would have just been nice to have a PDF copy so we can plan better before getting to the fair. If I had a PDF version of this, even a couple of days in advance to flip through, it would have been nice to catch things like these, you know, live drawing events, the book signing and things like that. But of course, nothing beats like an actual physical copy. I think it would be nice if the hall actually had better signs for the toilets that actually corresponds to the map, signs for drinking water fountains, and if not, then a clear sign to say that the water is safe to drink. And I did notice that the disabled toilets wasn't locking. Thoughts to friends who would need that disabled toilet. So learnings, I feel like this has been a theme on this channel, but this has reinforced it even more, the importance of being you, being authentic, doing work that is true to you. There is a space for everyone. You just need to find the right publisher. The reason for this is because different countries have different tastes. So just because your artwork is not working in your country does not mean it will not work in Korea or in Europe. It's given me hope. Last but not least, the power and the beauty of silent books. Wow. I've learned. I've seen silent books before, but to actually see illustrators process and hear them talk about it and the actual visual storytelling and how they portray it, it's just mind-blowing. So do I recommend it? A little bit about my background so you know where I'm coming from. I am a self-taught artist. I have been working towards becoming an author illustrator for children's book just over a year. I have been using online resources and not attended university. So with that in mind, as a beginner who is in their early stages of the career, I've not even figured out like my creative voice yet. It's actually given me a goal to get my foundations together, like me as a brand, me as where I am now. So I found it really useful, just getting my website there, my portfolio, my art, having it in front of people, sharing my work, learning about other people's work. I met so many lovely creatives just by being in the queue, just by sitting next to them at the event, talking to people about the industry, learning about the progress, hearing the conversations through panels, and it was just so informative. So I 100% recommend it. But here are my tips if you are going to Bologna. Not in any particular order, but the first one is to be clear on your goals for the fair. So I knew that I wanted it to be for educational purposes. I'm there to learn. So therefore I kind of knew what to spend my time on and what not to. And the second is to come prepared. I shared in my previous video what I actually had, what did I bring with me. I was able to get a lot of feedback from what I had. If you don't bring anything, there's nothing to feedback on. Does that make sense? Promotional materials. As a summary, I actually brought a printed portfolio as well as a digital portfolio. Both were really good, but if I had to choose one, it would have been just a digital, because on day 2 where I got loads of portfolio reviews and I was able to completely change the format on my iPad. Saying that, I really like the feeling of a flipped portfolio, so personal preference for me, I will still take 2, but this one is always going to be a backup just in case. I got dummy books. I bought 3 of my latest dummy books and they were really fun to have. It's really nice again to have that flipped page feeling, which is why I feel that I don't necessarily need the printed portfolio, because if I have my dummy books, it's already like a flipped feel. I actually bought like a mini sketchbook. Didn't bring that out, but it was really nice to one day sketch in the city. Didn't get to do that this time round. I bought 3 A3 Illustrator wall posters, probably would have gone for 6. And I bought 200 business cards, only used 75, so I would print 100 next time, and a customized lanyard. So one side it would be the ticket and then the other side it would be like my business information. Bring a notebook, pen and stapler. You are not going to remember everything. This is so important. The sticky tabs, have them later, but by the end of the day, write your notes in, even write where you met people, because you're bound to not remember everything from the 4 days. It's really hectic, especially if it's your first time. Come with a schedule, a timetable. So there is an app that you can download it, have a look through the events when it comes available, start putting those like times in to make yourself a structured day, but make sure that there is space for you to breathe, take rest, walk around, have it as like a loose schedule. Yeah, go with an open mind, take criticism on its chin, remember to follow your gut, protect that inner child, and just have fun, just go with the flow, you know? Like, you're there to learn, you're there to meet people. So I guess the next question is, what am I going to do now? I'm going to share that in the next video. Until then, I really hope you have a lovely week. Remember to stay true to yourself and catch you in the next one. Goodbye!